Yo, so before I begin, I do want to say that this will not be a spoiler video. So if anybody is interested in watching the show Archive 81, I don't plan on this. No, not I don't plan on this will not be a spoiler video. I know the show recently came out, so I'm not trying to ruin it for anybody, but that shit is pretty crazy. And there are some things in it that really disappoint me. I'm not gonna lie. There are some things in the script that were written that were just a little bit lazy, in my opinion. But overall, the show is a dope idea and it's pretty mind bending, I guess. I guess you could say. I binged it all this weekend and still edited like a decent amount of hours somehow. I guess there's just a good amount of hours in a day if that's the only two things you're gonna do. But what's up, guys? Welcome to the Monday morning live stream. Griffin, what's good? It is the 9 a.m. CST smoke session with GP. Appreciate those of you who are going to tune in. But yeah, like I said, actually this weekend I also watched football because if you guys check those games out, which I rarely do, but it's playoff time. Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, like the guys were out. You know what I'm saying? And so if I'm gonna choose to watch football, and now shit, Josh Allen up there too. He with the shits. Josh Allen with the shits. He's certifiable. Bro can play some football, no doubt. But I came on here really to talk about the fact that that Archive 81 show was pretty fucking crazy. Salmon, what's good? Blues, what's good? Richard, Ron, Emmanuel. Oh, ridiculous football this week. I think in my knowledge, and I've watched thousands of hours of football, especially growing up. Not recently, not really the last couple years. It's been a minute now since I've consistently watched it, but growing up, I was always watching it. And I have to say that is the best weekend of football I have ever seen. And not to mention the Ngannou fight. Like Ngannou was now doing shit we've never seen him do before. You know what I mean? I'm not even a long time Ngannou fan or anything like that, but I know his strengths. And he went out there with a torn MCL and defended the heavyweight championship. That is guys don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not normal at all. Bianca, what's good? Richard, oh yeah, the Green Bay game was crazy, but not as crazy as yesterday's games. Not as crazy. The way, like, I don't think people are understanding. Tom Brady came back from 27-3. Like 27-3 and lose 30-27. He's the GOAT. And then not only that, Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen scoring touchdowns within a minute. Those guys have high powered offenses. Like, come on, bruh. Great game plans, great play calls, great quarterbacking, and great receiving. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And at the same time, while the games weren't playing, I was watching this Archive 81 show with just as much crazy shit happening. It's about this guy who I'm not gonna spoil it or anything like that, but it's just about this guy whose specialty is like unveiling like old tapes and stuff like that, like archive shit. So if like a tape was ruined and like water damage or something like that, this dude can restore it. That's like his thing. You'd have to watch the show, obviously. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not going to ruin it for anybody, but it's some wild shit. pretty much the description on Netflix just talks about how a recorder gets caught up with a cult. And that's the loose synopsis of the show. I'm actually smoking some THCA flower. I just discovered it. I have a tour of a grow house that I went to last Friday. That's why I wasn't able to do the 9 a.m. live stream. If anybody noticed, I was already across the city at this grow operation getting some more content for you guys. So I will be putting that video out today. It's finished, but after I finish it, like if I finish a video that I want to really take some time on, I like to let it simmer overnight for real. And then I'll come back today, like right after I get off of this, I'll probably rewatch what I did. There'll definitely be some little minor touches I want to make, maybe develop some new ideas, and then probably show it to Nicole or some shit like that. Because it's snowy out here. Good God. There's so much snow on the ground. Yeah, THCA is hemp derived, but it gets you high. Like this, I feel like a lot of companies don't want you to know about THCA because it would kill the Delta 8 flower market because this shit's nice. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about THCA, definitely watch the video later. But I'm also going to do a review of this THCA flower because it's actually like, I'm not going to say it's gas because gas is specific. Like gas is very good dispensary type flower, but it is high quality flower, no doubt. So I'm going to have a review of that coming out soon. But today is going to be the tour of the grow house. It's a completely different type of episode. If you guys remember some of the stuff I did in Oklahoma, it's more on the lines of like that, a little bit more like documentary. It's not a documentary, but just like a vlog, just more vlog style, like out around, like go see shit like that. And I'm excited to put that out for you guys. H Boogie, what's good? I'm actually very excited to put that video out. I know it probably won't get crazy views because it's hard to title something like that. And when it's 18 and up, whatever, but I don't care. I get excited about being able to make new content. And if somebody likes it, for real, they'll share it. That's how I look at content. A lot of people are like, my shit's not getting enough views. I'm like, man, somebody likes your content enough, they will share it. When I like a video, I share it to somebody else. And so you got to make shareable content. You got to make shareable content. That's the key. Exactly, H Boogie. THCA is found, but they found ways to grow it to isolate the THCA, to where it can stay less than the 0.3% Delta 9, while also having probably like up to like 10 to 12% of THCA and then some CBD in there as well. So it's a pretty nice smoke. What's up, Cloud Shack? Today I talked a little about the football, and then I was talking about the show Archive 81, and this show is pretty crazy on some cult shit. I don't watch a lot of cult type stuff. Like I don't watch any of the stuff that shows behind the scenes. I don't watch any shows or like American Horror Story that really. I feel like American Horror Story has some cult shit on there. Like I don't be watching that stuff too much, so a good amount of shock value for me. Nicole, she sees more cold, scary movie type shit to where like, yeah, this is illegal THCA flower. That's what I was talking about. It's available. Yeah. Watch the video I come out with later. It'll have more information about it. I'll be finishing that right after this. I don't know when I want to drop it today. Rhino, what's good? I do want to drop it today, but I hope why is it whack? There's a few things in it I really don't like. But that's just like, there are a few things I really don't like. No, it's not sprayed, Cloud Shack. It's not sprayed. I don't know why more people haven't heard of it. I don't know why I haven't heard of it. I don't get it. I really do get it though. The thing that's messing it up is the price point. It is still pretty expensive. Like if you find it, like you're gonna see in the video I make, if it's grown at the quality of that, it has to be charged. You have to charge like dispensary prices because you're putting dispensary input, dispensary manpower, dispensary lighting, dispensary, all that shit into it, you know. So the amount of effort it takes, like put into the flower, you have to charge a decent price for it. And when somebody hears hemp flower, you know what I mean, for them to just fork over the bread as if it was like other shit. But what I'm realizing is this THCA flower is being sold on the street. I have been sold THCA flower before one time, and I smelled it, and it got me kind of high because that's THCA flower does that. Like, and at the time I hadn't had it, but now thinking back, like it almost definitely was THCA flower. Hey, that's what's up, Ashton. That's what's good. I think the link I have for them has a discount attached to it. I don't know if you use that. I just want you to know if you go back. Sheesh, 20 people on this morning. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me for real. Dope smoke session. This THCA flowers, it's surprising. I know I've talked about it a lot. Really, I've only talked about it a lot this episode because I'm stressing that it's actually surprising what it's like. Quan, yeah, and there's just some shit that's just, why'd you do that? Like every scary movie, for it to stay complex, like somebody has to make a mistake, you know, and it's just like, it's at what point are they going to make the mistake that you would agree or not agree with? I don't know if that makes sense, you know, for it to stay scary. Like in old scary movies, it used to just be the person falling and just, and then just doing that. But now we're past that. So now it's like they have to make a pivotal decision. And it's like, why would you do that? I think I might come back on in a couple weeks and just talk about Archive 81 because in a couple weeks I won't give a fuck about spoiling it. It's just because it recently came out, I think, and so I don't want to spoil it. But in a couple weeks I might come on here and talk about exactly what I'm talking about because I know there are a few pivotal points in that show. You watch it and you're just like, well, I sit in that house like, really? There is no comedic relief at all in that show. That show was straight drama, straight pressure the whole time. It was stressful to watch after a while. And then I was backdooring it with the football. It's just like, whoa. You know, because that football, I wasn't even a fan of any of those teams. I like Pat Mahomes because I went to Texas Tech, but I'm not a huge fan of any of those teams. But it was like so much pressure than watching them go back and forth. Him and Josh Allen going neck to neck, and then Matthew Stafford and Tom Brady taking it down to the end. Aaron Rodgers losing, like this crazy shit. And so them going back to back, I couldn't wait for the week to come. I was like, I can't take too much more of this shit. And I know I don't have to watch the show, but once you get to like episode 5, 6, and there's only 9 of them hoes, you're not just gonna be, I'm done. I'm not that type of person. I have left the show, but one of my friends, and Netflix knows this, like brought this up to me. Like once you get to like season 3 of a show, that's like the deciding factor. Because season 2, like most shows want a season 2. They want a show that they can do for 2 seasons and actually stop a lot of times. With a max of like 3 seasons. Most shows don't really want to go that long because there's so many things you have to keep together. Like Shameless, you know how many cast members they've had to keep together? How many cast members haven't gone to jail to shoot? How many cast members haven't done this, that? Like that is impossible. Like they've kept 20 people together. Come on, that's insane. And so, yeah, It's crazy how at that third season, I'm usually like, I'm tapering off, or I really like that show. I'm like, I need this show to come back. Like, I'm still at the edge of my seat waiting for this Peaky Blinders to come back. And this last season was like no action. It was straight drama the whole time. There's no comedic relief in Peaky Blinders either. It's been 5 straight seasons of grit. I don't know if I want a second season. I think the end of this first season leaves it with enough mystery to let the person figure out kind of like what's going to happen next. Because I don't want another season. They made too many mistakes. They made too many mistakes to put them where they are, and they deserve to be where they're at. At the end of the show, the characters deserve what they get, in my opinion. That's how I feel about Archive 81, though. I thought you said it was whack. No, the show, it definitely kept you at the edge of your seat. And at the same time, like I said, like, there's just a few mistakes that are made, but it's just you watching another human make a human error or something like that, you know? But I don't know. I have no idea. Enjoy the cherry skunk. I have this DAC. It's that THCA flower I was talking to you guys about. DAC is short as Diamond Loco. My bad. I apologize. That's literally the armrest on this chair. What's good, Jared? I'm glad you've had it good. Just regular flower. That's what's up, Grammy. This THCA flower, if you guys do want to find out more about it, I really do encourage you to go on to or to watch my video later. Sorry. I mean, I put a good amount of hours into editing this one, but it's just that's not the reason you should watch it. You should watch it just because it's a fun video in a weed grow house. And if you watch my content, that means you like weed. And I know a lot for more people, some people it might be normal with the growing and stuff like that, but I know a good amount of you don't really get to see like the inner workings of grow houses and shit that often. So no, Crammy, it's naturally grown. That's why I'm like, you guys should watch the video later. H Boogie, yeah, this channel. Also, yeah, I like to inform about like the business shit because a lot of people like to just inform about the plan stuff. I'm like, it goes deeper than the plan. It goes so much deeper in the plan because it's all about money, you know. Richard, it's going all right. It's going all right. I just like to make content, you know. I don't need too much. Sometimes I need to want to need more because sometimes you need to need more, I feel like, to make more. If you catch what I'm saying. Oh, best hemp derived flower, no doubt. No doubt. Grape Goji OG. That's what's up, Clorox Bleach. I appreciate all of you guys for chilling with me. It is a cold, snowy day out here in Chicago, Illinois. But it's gonna be a nice one, hopefully. I'm excited to put out this grow video for you guys. this afternoon, maybe even this as soon as this morning. I'm not exactly sure. I think it could be a cool like a cool experience to show you guys. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.